What's happening, people? Once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts requested as we jump into another banger from the tracks that have been suggested in the comment sections. This one, the sounds of Naira Marley. It goes by the name A. This one actually came out about a week before I started doing reaction videos, so obviously it's one I missed. But yeah, very excited to jump into this one. I'm a big fan of what Naira Marley does, so I'm very, very excited. As always, if you would like a track to be reviewed on this channel, or broken down or done some analytics for or reacted to, whatever, however you want to put it, please do make sure you're getting your requests in via the comment section down below. I do read every single comment on the page and I try to get through as many of them as I can. As always as well, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff, just getting involved in general on the road to 15,000 subs. We want to get there before the end of the year. Hopefully we can with your help. So without further ado, let's jump into this one, the sounds of Naira Marley with A. Awesome percussion. So nice, man. Just with that little sort of, just before we get into the main body of the tune, produced by Dan MBO, very interesting. And then on top of that, just how much kind of sonic colour you're able to get out of just percussion. I say it whenever we have one of these really sort of vibrant, rhythmically heavy intros, but the point still stands very much so. This sounds so good the way it's been put together. So much energy in that percussion. That's before we get any vocals or any real melody, but bar a little sort of plucked instrument. So let's see where we go. He's got such a good voice, man. Like, when I say that as well, like, I'm very aware there is a fair bit of auto-tune going on this. That's fine. That doesn't change the fact that you still have a distinctive vocal style. And I think Naira Marley, the thing he's always had, he's had this very sort of gravelly, kind of pleasing voice to listen to. Like, he has a very enjoyable voice to listen to, and when you then put him over something which is as pleasing as this, rhythmically, you're in for it. You've pretty much got the gold medal sealed on. So very, very good start. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. As I was saying, I have no issue with auto-tuning, and I have a real issue with people that have an issue with auto-tuning. When you're able to come up with super cool sounding vocal effects like that, that to me sounds so cool, so futuristic, so spacey, so atmospheric. There are still some weird people in the world that look at auto-tune songs and go, I'm not interested. Honestly, it's a state of like grow up at this point, because the things it allows you to do on a musical level, there's a compositional quality that you can only get through using electronic elements, and I think kind of shying away from that is always a bit of a weird thing to look down on. I love what they're doing vocally on this so far. Really, really good. It has got that proper little strut to it as well, hasn't it? Rhythms are awesome. Woo! Soundscaping is through the roof. Just listen to, there's so much percussion going on in this, and yet it still sounds super clean. Do you know how difficult that is to do from a production point of view? To have about 6 or 7 different percussive instruments playing very regularly, and a bass line, when the majority of those percussive instruments are very low end. It's so difficult to get it to sound clean and still have a kind of bounce and rhythm to it without it just being kind of like block white noise, essentially. And then you've also got Naira's vocal, which is moderately low-ended. It's a genuinely genius piece of production processing and audio and vocal engineering to an extent to get this sounding as clean as it has done. Like, I've heard cleaner Naira Marley tunes, but even with that, this is a very solid effort. Just listen to how much is going on. Yeah, there's about 3, 4, 5 different low-ended percussive instruments down there. And it still sounds great. I'm loving the direction the vocal's taking as well, because it'd be very easy with this to just run a kind of repetitive pattern, and to an extent that is what's going on, but he's expanding every time. There's more and more harmony coming into that electronic block, and again, electronic harmony isn't easy to do. like in any way, shape, or form. It's not easy to stack electronic vocals on top of each other and make them sound good. They often phase, they often sound a little bit robotic. This doesn't sound robotic to me. It sounds expansive and it sounds different and futuristic. So it's real hats off to everyone involved on the production side of this. Cool video as well. There's a shot, this shot here, yeah, this shot. I really like this shot. The lighting in this is really, really cool, especially with the kind of metallic background and then the sort of blue lighting on one side. You've got a little like patch of red lighting on the other. It just looks really, really cool, man. It's a well-shot video, considering there isn't that much sort of direction, lyricism, as far as I'm aware. It's mainly about the sort of vocal melodies that are being used in the rhythms. It's quite difficult to kind of write a kind of script for, to an extent. And I think they've done quite a good job of bringing a video to life around that. Listen to the percussion, man. There's so much goodness in this. And those little high-ended kind of sweeps are something we've heard on a lot of Naira Marley tunes. Those little kind of really high-pitched pieces of auto-tune kind of foliage that you hear kind of in the background textures of the tune. It works really, really nicely, man. I honestly think Naira has smashed this out the park. And again, it's happened on my last video. I have currently got no notifications set on my phone. I've got no alarm set on my phone. And yet, for some reason, alarms still keep going off. I have no idea why. If there's any reasons why this could be, please do let me know in the comments, because it's really frustrating hearing that in the background. Especially, it's always when I'm talking as well. It's never when the tune is just playing. It's always when I'm talking. So frustrating. Just the percussive movement, man. The fact that things are kind of dripping in, dripping out. It's crazy. And then, as we can hear now, there's more and more sort of melodic flavour getting rolled into that percussion. It's really difficult to build a melody around percussion that is this busy, to an extent. Like, I've tried it. It's genuinely very difficult to come up with something that works. You've got to use very sort of plucked instrumentation. Again, that's what you hear on here. And you've also got to use very short notes, because otherwise everything just sounds to start quite like mushed. But you also can't use too many notes, because then it gets lost and it becomes part of the percussion rather than a standout melody. Again, really well done. I think Naira's done a great job on top of this as well, of just kind of essentially assisting the work that's going on with his vocal. Like, he's not gone too over the top. It's still a very enjoyable vocal, but it's not like an in-your-face kind of based all around lyricism and things like that. It's very much being an additional instrument to the overall composition. Again, just throwing that little additional, that little popping instrument at the end for a bit of additional flavour. What a way to round it off. That?
Spirit mix.
There we go. Great tune. I really enjoyed this one. Just let it run out. There we go. Naira Marley. There we go. Very, very enjoyable tune. Out to everyone suggesting tunes for the channel. This is definitely one I've enjoyed. One I definitely would have missed as well, because this came out way before I started. Well, not way before. About a month or so before I started doing reaction videos. But I really like this one, man. I think Naira Marley is a bit of an underrated entity. Always like the vocals he comes out with, and I like a lot of the tunes he tends to go over as well. There's always this really strong rhythmic sense underneath the vocals he puts out there. And again, a great example of utilising the instrumental below you and almost alternating your style to make it work. Really, really cool stuff. As always, out to everyone giving suggestions for tracks for me to react to. If you want to get your requests in, please do via the comment section down below. As I said before, I do read every single comment on the channel, and it's you guys that make the things work. So please do get involved and let us know what you'd like me to analyse, break down, and react to. And as always, if you haven't already, please make sure you're hitting the subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. We're trying to hit 15k before the end of the year, and we can do that with your help. So please do get involved. That's it from me, though. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But it's sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.